Hey, Latasha.
Hi. Sorry, I was just wrapping up another call. I'm going to make you a co-host now.
Okay. Yep. So hello, everybody. I know we've got, oh, did Big Island jump off? I thought they were on the office. I saw that. Oh, there it is, Big Island Kona. So hi, I know you guys can hear us and see us, but we cannot see you or hear you, those of you in the Big Island office, so welcome. We got Tatiana. We got Kalena. Hi, Tatiana. We got Latasha. We got Christina. We got Lucy. Stefan.
Hey guys, this is Stefan from the Big Island. My camera broke up right when COVID started a few months ago, so I was perfect. I need to buy a new laptop.
Yeah. And let's see here. So we got about 2 minutes. And I do have screen share capabilities. Thank you very much, Latasha.
You're welcome.
Co-host. You know, oh, can you make Adrian a co-host just in case too?
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome, Sherry. Welcome,
Attilio,
Mana.
do you want me to stream this on Facebook and YouTube, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
If it's worth, we always say if it's worth teaching, it's worth recording.
And this is recording as well on the Zoom side.
Oh, cool. So I hope you guys are all tuned in. Today we're going to be talking about making pottery while you're home sheltering. No, we're not going to be talking about making pottery while you're home sheltering. We're going to be talking about virtual open houses. Every time I teach a class, I always like making those kind of announcements because there's always that. I was one of those people like, am I at the right class? Do I know what topic this is? Am I in the right place? So I was like messing with those people like me who were like, oh, okay. All right, we got a whole bunch of people logging in, so we'll talk a little bit about what we're going to be talking about. It's like the military. I learned this from the military when you're teaching. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you just told them. So we're going to start with telling what we're going to share with you guys today. I just did the math on it. We have done, and then we'll repeat this again. Oh, it's 11:00, so no need to repeat it because it's time to start. And time waits for no one. So what we want to share with you is to give you context. We'll do some quick introductions. We got awesome Latasha. She's our back-end support. She's Superwoman from Maui is helping us, and she did all the marketing. And thank you so much to Latasha.
Thank you.
Then we got so Adrian, why don't you introduce yourself? I'll introduce myself, and then we'll get going.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. I've been the co-collaborator with Attilio on our 60+ virtual open house adventure that we've been doing over the last couple of months. And we are excited to share with you all of the little secrets of what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
So we definitely made some mistakes and also found out some little tips and tricks that we're excited to see you guys go ahead and execute on. So we run a team. We've got about 20 people on our team. Some of them are virtual assistants. As far as the sales agents, I think we've got like five agents and then some administrative people that help us. And we typically will do over 100 deals every year for the last 10 years. So we're out there kicking butt and excited to share with you guys how we do it.
Hey, real quick for context, I don't know, Latasha, Lee, Lisa, Maui, are you guys able to do these virtual open houses on Maui?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Okay. We did, Adrian did forward it to me, but if you're not aware on the Big Island, Adrian and I are members of the Big Island board and all of that, and we subscribe to the MLS there because we have a lot of IDX feeds that we use on our website that go to the entire state. But we did see I know Adrian, you sent it to me. We did see a email. Adrian, what'd you put in the subject line? Condition information required. Anyway, I'll find it eventually on here, but you all did, if you didn't already get it, or maybe you missed it, or maybe it went to your spam, on May 27th, the Big Island is allowed to do virtual open houses. So what's the unique opportunity here is that you guys, this is the first time because of the pandemic that you're able to put in your information in MLS, right? Any of the big no-no in which you get the big find on and what we're all watching each other and keeping each other in check on is the not putting any contact information for the agent in the public environment of the MLS. Well, because of the pandemic, they're allowing these virtual open houses through live streaming. And so literally we're gonna show you how, I mean, we're not like super blatant about it, but you know, obviously we're taking them through, like bringing them to our website to show them the Matterport videos that we have stored there. So obviously they're seeing our website, we're introducing ourselves, and I don't think there's any restrictions on that. So if anything, let me ask you guys a question, and it's a rhetorical one because just go ahead and chat back your responses, but do you think this is gonna go on forever or this is a temporary thing? You know, a question to think about. So I will tell you that most likely, I think, my guess or projection on this is going to be a temporary thing because I don't think the MLS wants us all putting our contact information in MLS forever, but it's a trade-off for doing these virtual open houses since we're having some challenges doing the actual physical open houses. Oahu just opened up for physical open houses, no more than 10 people. Can we do physical open houses on Maui yet? Somebody give me thumbs up or thumbs down. It's thumbs down? Okay, thumbs down. Thank you, Lee. What about physical opens on the Big Island? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, alrighty. Here's what we're doing because we are going into the transition. We're gonna do both because I think these virtual open houses, even if you can't do them through MLS, they're a great support for your agents or yourself doing a physical open in the real world because it's just allowing you to have one more tool in the shed for promotion of your property and allow you to go back and share that with your sellers and say, look what I did, right? Because we're in a business. Are we like a manufacturer? Can you take our clients and take them to the factory and show them the clean manufacturing floor and all the shiny products rolling off the product line? No, we can't do that. So one of the phrases that I like, that I've heard from a trainer and I've used for many, many years is called managing the evidence. And actually, I think that comes from the legal field, because when you're going to court to defend or someone in court, you want to manage the evidence that's being presented so that people's expectations, perceptions, everything is all kind of have some little persuasive effect. So managing the evidence with your seller is being able to send them a link later on of saying, hey, not only did we do a physical open house, but here's another rhetorical question. If the governor and or the mayors in your county open everything up and everything's business as usual, my question to you, as human nature, do you think human nature is going to be like, yeah, we're ripping off our masks and running down the street and coughing and sneezing all over people? No, just because the governor and the individual mayors of the county say everything's open, human behavior is probably still going to be a little bit reserved for those people still wearing masks, still wanting to be COVID safe, still wanting to take a look at properties and or have their properties marketed in a way that's COVID safe. And that's what we want to talk to you about today and how we've done 60 plus of these. On Oahu, we got the go ahead to do this April 15th. Literally that weekend, we had, I don't know, Adrian, how many think we did that first weekend? You're on mute, Adrian. You're being the strong silent type.
Oh, I believe we did 10 because we have some new construction neighborhoods. So we were able to just jump right to it and kind of practice on those. And what we did find out with doing those that first weekend was you got to have some good cell reception. Otherwise, it kind of, the live doesn't really turn out as nice as we'd like. So make sure you have the good cell reception.
Yeah, so in those ones that like you're going to do over and over, if you're finding that your cellular coverage is not working too well, ask the homeowner for a Wi-Fi login. So, because if you don't have good, so there's your first pro tip for today. Make sure you got either Wi-Fi or cellular coverage, because what's going to happen is that it looks really sharp on your end, but when you go to, when we went back to review the live, it was real pixelated and all jiggy, you know, it was just, and it wasn't that good of an experience, but better than no open house is how we were looking at that time. But again, when you're going to be doing physical open houses complemented, and I say complemented with the physical open house. By the way, anybody who here on this thing, give me a thumbs up if your camera's on, who's actually done a virtual open house already? Anybody? Anyone? John's like, yeah, I know. Not, John said, not yet. That's what John said. John said, not yet. Okay, so it's either I've done one or not yet. Those are only two allowable answers. I've done one or not yet. Okay, so let me ask you something. Are agents on Maui, Lisa, are agents on Maui doing virtual open houses? Yes. So the question is, are you going to be the one that's doing them, or is it going to be other competitors or people that you're going toe-to-toe on to get listings? That's got to be a question you got to ask yourself. Same thing I'm going to imagine on the Big Island. Sam, have you seen people doing virtual open houses, Sam, on Big Island?
No, haven't.
No, not yet. The answer is not yet. Sam's going to do one.
Yeah.
Sam's actually going to do one later on today. We're going to give him all the training. He's going to do one later on today. We're speaking that for Sam. So basically, I'm going to do some screen share here. I'm trying to think. So the way that you can do it, so in your MLS, there's a URL link. And Adrian, can you find that? I thought I had it start, but I didn't. And I'm getting like an email every 15 seconds. I don't know if you guys are doing it. I'm probably getting an email a minute. My email inbox goes faster than my car with how many emails, but see if you can find that. Anyway, all the instructions have been emailed to you guys on how to, basically, here's the rule of thumb with, what I saw in the instructions for Big Island. It's not different. It's no anything different. They've got a few little boxes they've added. I think they had one where there's a box that they added where you can add like B for virtual versus physical. But other than that, as far as the start time, the end time, the URL link, everything is pretty much the same in the Big Island when you guys go to input your, like you would normally put for your regular open houses.
So one thing that you want to consider is that when you're scheduling your virtual open house, like a typical open house is, you know, from 2 to 5, right? With the virtual open house, you're not necessarily going to be live for 3 hours. So what we found is that about a half an hour is a good time to place in there. So in the back end of your MLS, you'll be able to select virtual. You'll be able to put your link where you're going to go live. So if it's Facebook, you put your Facebook link where you'll be going live, and then the time. So I would do half-hour increments for each one of your virtual open houses.
Now, there's going to be a couple of things here. You can do them. You know what's cool about doing virtual open houses? If you have Matterport technology, or even if you just got photos or some kind of representation or marketing materials for the particular product. By the way, that reminds me. I don't know, have you guys all heard this, that your business can be either marketing is the primary aspect of your business, and then prospecting enhanced, or prospecting can be the main component of your business, and then marketing is just an enhancement. I will tell you right now, these virtual open houses, if I were coaching with you, I would not let you off the hook. These virtual open houses are not prospecting. This is marketing, and it is technically kind of lead gen, but it's not substituting or getting you guys off the hook for what you need to be doing, which is picking up the phone and reaching out and touching someone, just like an AT&T commercial. Reach out and touch someone, and then get your headset on and be like a Time Life operator, ready to receive calls for subscriptions. So you still got to go out there and reach people. It's just another way to ping on them. I like what, was it Joe from the coach yesterday on the Maui mindset? Was it Joe? I like what Joe said. Joe said this: if you're consistent with your prospecting on a daily basis, you'll close 50 deals a year. And this is what else he said. No one's ever refuted that or come up and argued with me on it. Why? Why, Adrian?
Because they don't do it.
Because people don't do it. So again, this virtual open house, this is just a compliment to what you guys should already normally be doing and maybe need to be doubling and tripling down on, which is reaching out and touching people. So let's see here. I'm going to screen share with you, and I hope everybody got this email. Screen share, boom. And then let me know if you guys can see my screen. And Adrian, are you seeing the email that you sent me?
Not yet. It just says that you started screen sharing.
Okay.
It's a black screen still.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. 1.25.
There we go.
1.5.
It's on.
30 seconds. Okay, it's there. So basically, this should hit your inbox because we're members also. So this should, virtual open house information added. And let me see here. What was the big? This change does not require any action on your part. Super easy, but it's pretty much should be sitting in your inbox. Again, some of the differences, B for virtual open house, I think was one of the new fields that's been added. It tells you the steps. You know, you pretty much, if you got questions, call your, you know, we've had interactions. I'll be honest with you. I like the guys over in the Big Island. They're like super proactive. Where we're at, you know how we get notified we're doing something wrong? A fine. At least Big Island, they give you a heads up. I don't know how it is on Maui, but how we get notified that we goofed? One fine. So
No, usually they give us a little
I think a little
courtesy
bit
email.
better. They got a little bit better, but
It
I always
was,
remember Big Island used to they always give you a heads up. They're so nice over there. They're so nice.
So one
And,
of the fun things that our board did, and if anyone's watching from the Big Island or Maui board, they did like a
drawing.
gift card giveaway. So it's like everyone that was doing a virtual open house was entered into a drawing to
It was
win. So
$100,
because we were
wasn't
doing
it?
so many of these virtual open houses, we
Adrian
won a
won.
gift card.
Adrian won. So I said, hey, Adrian, I was doing the open house too. Where's I want half that gift card. So anyway, yeah, first weekend right out of the gate, they were giving away a gift card and Adrian was one of the winners. And because literally, you know, like it was announced on a Wednesday, boom, we were doing them Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're like, okay, you opening up the gates for us to get on the MLS? Because if you guys think about it, for consumers, the origin or the most likely contact point, and no matter how good we are in our marketing, it ain't teamlally.com. It's High Central, it's HIS. And if you're saying, well, no, it's Zillow. Well, where does Zillow get their information? It comes from the MLS. So this is a unique opportunity for you guys to take advantage of while it lasts. Get it while it lasts. Sounds like one of those commercials. Only while supplies last. I don't think they're going to be doing this forever, so jump on it this weekend. Let's see here. So basically what we do is we go on the Zoom, and if you go on the Zoom and if you notice in the, I don't know, I guess I can't screen share my screen share, but if you go into the back end as the host, in the bottom right corner, there's going to be a button that says live stream on YouTube or Facebook. But you're going to have to go in through the host directions. It's super user friendly. I guess I don't know. I don't want to turn Zoom on and get bumped off of this one.
Yeah.
I can only Zoom
Does everybody have their own personal Zoom accounts?
Yeah.
They're free, right? Everyone should have
free.
at least a free account. So you should be able to do that. And then a little bit later on in the class, we're going to share with you guys a way to actually be very efficient and stream on multiple sites at the same time.
Yes, with an application called StreamYard. So we're going to show you that here in a little bit. But first of all, what we do is, so here are a couple pro tips. First of all, you're going to upload. So there's no special link that you're going to put into High Central. You're literally, if you're doing your Facebook Live on your personal page or a business page, whatever that URL link is for that Facebook page, that's what you're going to drop into the URL spot in HIS. And so when the consumers go to the MLS to look for the hot sheets for the open houses, that link is going to be provided to the end use consumer. Now, I don't know what the rules are on the Big Island or here, Adrian, but how many minutes do we have before they dump it to go live? Was it 5 minutes?
It has nothing to do with the MLS boards. I believe it has to do with Facebook. So if you
Facebook.
schedule a video to go live, then you've got to get on there within 10 minutes of that scheduled time. Otherwise, it'll just, be canceled. So
Yeah.
just make sure that you're on time, be punctual for
And
whatever
anyway,
time that you've scheduled.
Yeah,
Yep.
even if the computer's not kicking you off, people are expecting you to be on time, and being on time for a virtual open house is the same. You're gonna have the same positive, neutral, and negative effects of being late or being early or being on time for a physical meeting with someone, right? Same perception that you're managing there. There's that words again, managing the evidence. And how we do the small things is how we do the big things. So consumers are watching you and if you're showing up on time. And one of the things we do is we're making sure that we're dressing appropriately as if we're doing a real open house. Even if I'm sitting here, I might be wearing board shorts. I could be wearing board shorts, but you'll never know. But up top, my dress code is like a mullet. It's business up top, party in the back, okay? So just like I dress like a mullet hairstyle. And so collared shirts, combed hair, brush your teeth, and all that good stuff, start on time. Now, when we go live and we start on time, but what did we learn before we start sprinting through the home? What do we got to do, Adrian?
It's always best to wait around just a few minutes and engage and let people hop on, because they're not like right there on time either, or like maybe their feed is a little bit delayed. So usually we wait till we see about 5 viewers and then we start moving into the home. So during that initial time, it's more like, chit chat, and we're talking about the neighborhood, the history of the area, just, fun facts, not necessarily the home just yet.
Yeah. And so what you want to do, some quick pro tips here, and then is my screen's not still sharing, right? It stopped. Okay.
No more. Yeah, it's not screen
Okay.
sharing right now.
Is a couple pro tips here. You want to write this down. Have some stats ready to go. Honolulu Board of Realtors, every month they'll send out what the stats are comparing this month to a month a year ago. So we'll always get an April update, a May update. And what they're doing is I'm sure you guys got the same stuff, but what they're punching out is a nice infographic on median sale home prices, closed sales, and the amount of inventory, up, down, sideways. And then they do it for single family and they do it for condos. So if you see that, you'll see it when you're going live that no one's on right now. Don't worry about that, because people will come back and look at it later. But again, what we've learned, and we don't know the exact science of it, but that the engagement was higher after we did it, when we waited to people to come on. And when they come on, what do we want to do with those people that are coming on, that we see coming on?
We like to welcome them and recognize them if their name shows up. And then sometimes people, they'll put stuff in the comments. So just, you don't need to be super scripted. It's not like it's a live. So people don't expect you to be perfect, and that you may fumble or forget something. So it's like a back and forth between the people that are engaging with us on Facebook Live. Some of them will ask, oh, hey, did you mention what the maintenance fees were? Could you tell me what they are again? Or, it's
Is there public transportation nearby? Where's the bus stops? How far away is the beach? The more engagement you get like that, what we noticed is that on the ones we did, the engagement after the fact was bigger. So it went from like 300 to 2,000 on that. Because what I'm guessing, and I don't know, the algorithms is happening within Facebook, is that this is something that's of interest for people that are either in that sphere of influence or within that community. So the algorithms are going to push it out to like, hey, so you end up being that person that says, hey, you might be interested in it. Here's a home in your community that you live in that did a virtual open house.
So we like to get our team involved in commenting, and basically, so they'll like stage mom us from behind the scenes. And, again, like if we're forgetting some important piece of information, they'll prompt us with the question. We also get our owners, the sellers, we get them involved. We ask them to join and have them share in different groups and
ask questions.
So like both of those are easy things to do, and to, make it a team and a group collaboration.
Yeah. And we would highly encourage you to get the entire team on board, because all ships rise with lead gen, right? For yourself, your team, or your brokerage. So encourage, call your mom, call your auntie. I had all three of my sisters on there. Oh, hi, Catherine. It's nice of you to join. They don't know that's my sister. I'm like, oh, hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, you had a question? That's an excellent question, Michelle. They don't know that that was my sister. So anyway.
Facebook will eventually figure it out though.
But you know what? In the moment, it's again, we're massaging. We're lomi the algorithms. That's your phrase for today
Yes.
from Hawaii, from a Hawaiian who's a high-tech Hawaiian. Lomi the algorithm. And then so get people to engage in comments, and especially your team members, get them on there. Other agents that you might be partner up with, get them on there to ask questions. Now, what do you have to be aware of with the comments, Adrian? Because it happened to us on one.
Oh,
Troll.
well, yes. So we, again, so we started recently using this tool called StreamYard. So we're able to stream on multiple platforms at the same time. And with those backend tools, and Attilio will be screen sharing and showing you, you're able to post the comments that people are making on, on your screen. And the comments were coming in so quickly that I clicked on one by accident, and it was a very inappropriate. It was inappropriate.
Hold on. You're jumping way ahead with the StreamYard. The point I wanted you to make is that people might get on there because this is a live broadcast open to the public.
Yeah.
And you may get some knuckleheads on there. Just have somebody on there to delete those comments or block them right away. And you know what that is? That's the upside of you gaining popularity and getting more and more people and more engagement.
And
That's
ignore
just
the
downside of
comments.
it. Yeah.
Ignore them. Like, don't even engage
Don't
with them.
engage. Don't acknowledge. Don't engage. Just delete them, block them. Okay, but just be aware of them. Actually, you know what? I'll screen share with you. We were doing one in Enchanted Lakes, and it's good to put up stuff like this. By the way, can anybody tell me, back in the late 50s, early 60s, what did a home go for in Enchanted Lakes, Kailua, Oahu? What if you had to guess? If you guessed $19,000, you are correct. So we just showed them and saying, hey, right in this location, we are giving a seller's incentive that's equal to what a brand new house used to cost. And this is, what is this? I forgot, HBI, Hawaii Pacific Industries and Hoa Realty Company. Don't even know if those two companies are around a lot. $1,000 down, Enchanted Lake. So come across stuff like this. It's kind of cool to share. Helps with engagement. And then as far as getting ready to go live, I kind of want to show you guys some of the hardware, because you're like, Attilio, well, what if I'm by myself, or even if I'm with somebody, how do I stabilize that camera and have good lighting and look somewhat professional, But it's okay. I think the more like raw you are and for real, the better engagement you get, because this is not Better Homes and Garden and, some kind of real estate reality show. By the way, all reality shows are produced anyway.
Attilio, what kind of tools though? I mean, obviously we do want to show up as professionals. So he's going to show you what we use. You see the blue tape, because we had to jerry rig some stuff on there.
So what I got here is a portable battery, and then I have it hooked into a USB cord that goes up. I was never somebody on social media, and I never thought I'd be doing with this light ring thing and doing what all these millennials do with the Instagram. Oh wait, before I go out to the beach today, I must do the perfect selfie and then fix it all up and then take 9 photos and then post the best one. I never thought I'd be in that realm, but for doing these virtual open houses, so you got a light ring, and light ring.
That's helpful, especially if the home that you're at maybe doesn't have their electricity on. And
you put your phone right here, and then I'm going to show them on tell them about the screen lock thing. So
okay,
oh wait, hold on. So it's got a tripod, and then I got those plastic little 3-5-pound weights, and then I put them when we're outside. I put them around the tripod, and then this thing can extend and go pretty high. You want to have this up as high as possible when you're doing these by yourself. And then what I do when I walk around the house is I pick it up, but I hold it with my thumb and index finger, and it creates like a basic, whatever, stabilizer, poor man stabilizer. And then I just walk around, and then we set it down, and then we talk a little bit. Go ahead, Adrian.
So we learned also, for the first few that we did, we were doing them in portrait mode. And then when we went to go review them on our Facebook channel, they weren't like hitting the full screen. No, they weren't sideways.
They weren't sideways?
No, so you want to shoot them in landscape, and then make sure that your screen lock on your phone is off. Sometimes, like I think one of them that we did this last weekend, somehow my screen lock got turned on. And so that for the first part of our video, it was sideways. So always check that. And I think Attilio is going to show you, if you're not really sure what that means, what the screen lock looks like.
See if am I on there? Oh, I might be on the.
If not, you could just hold it up to your camera.
I thought it was gonna be all like fancy there, connecting to audio. There. And then, oh man, I'm on there twice. And then Latasha, I might need you to give me a host thing on this second one.
I think you are the host.
Yeah, hold on. Screen. Can you guys? Is start broadcast? Oh wait, I guess I gotta turn that camera on my.
There we are.
Oh, is it there? Oh
Yeah.
man, this is all high tech. Okay. All
So
right.
show them about the screen lock, because you don't want to have the sideways video. And then also, again, you wanted to shoot it in landscape, because then
real
once
quick,
it posts on Facebook, it's going to
Okay,
fill
wait,
up
hold
the
on. I gotta
entire
show them
video.
something way more important though.
Okay.
Attilio Jr. That's my daughter Isabella, and that's my son Angelo. Aren't these beautiful kids? Anyway, okay. You can see all my apps, and then remind me. But we're going to talk about that app there that says 3D Home, the Zillow one. So I want you guys write this down. You need to download the Zillow app called 3D Home. But I'm going to come back to that. So what you're going to do on your screen is you're going to go. I guess with the newer phones you go down, but with the old school phones you go up. They go up. Yes. Yeah, Lisa, they're good looking, so they must look like the mom. Yes, you're correct. Mom's beautiful. Anyway, so it's the one there. If I can click on it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
make sure that's not on.
If that's on, when you turn its landscape mode, you're gonna look sideways on Facebook, and you won't even know until the viewers are like, "Hey, you sideways." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sideways." Oh yeah, come do business with me so we can get you right side up. Anyway, you gotta think on your feet when you goof on the live tape. So make sure that that is in white with a black background. Okay, and that is that. But you know what? Since I got you guys here, since we're here, let's go together and just segue. This is absolutely free. It's been available for a while, and we didn't do it till we got into this crisis mode with this pandemic. But I want to show you how you can go back and enhance your Zillow listings. So this actually doesn't even need to be done by the listing partner. This can be done by anybody who downloads the app, and you have access to the home. So literally, you download that app, 3D Home. I'm going to show you real quick since we're here. And and this can be done. You don't need a special phone. This can be done. I know it says iPhone 7. Oh, well, I guess you got to have
iPhone 7 and above.
Sorry, you get iPhone 6. Hey, invest some money, go upgrade your phone. But anyway, and then I'm not sure with the Androids. So sorry if you got Droid. But iPhone 7 and above, you can also use a 360 camera. Don't need that. Just if you got 7 and above, use your regular camera. You're going to hit Start Capture. And then I'm going to click on use the iPhone camera. And then I'm going to do a current location. Let's see. So now you guys know my address in case you guys like send gift basket, edible arrangement. No, just kidding. No need. Your participation using this and helping your family, feed your family is the best gift that Adrian and I can receive. So again, you go like this, and let's say you want to do the front door. You click on front door, and you go like this. And literally, I'm showing you live how to do a 3D. Now, if you got issues where you're rushing, if you go too fast, it goes like that. Hey, bro, go back. It actually talks. They have the pigeon mode. It actually yells at you. Go back. Hey, bro, slow down. So right now, you guys are seeing my office in all its glory. And all the lights. I got these lights on. But anyway, so that's it. And then you go room by room by room by room. You can also, your just dropped off. Anyway,
So the reason why we're bringing this up now is because if you're going to be out there doing your Facebook Lives, you might as well get the Zillow 3D done also. And one of the things that happens, so like we have the Matterport, we have our videos, but Zillow doesn't recognize that. Zillow wants you to use their app, their technology. So you got to play their game if you want your listing to show up as has a 3D tour. So download the app when you go do your virtual open houses, or even just when regular open houses open up, and go through and get the 3D done on all the listings that you carry.
and then what I wanted to show them was that keep talking about something else while I pull up something else for them, because here's where you manage the evidence. So when you do your Facebook Live, and then after you do the 3D upload to Zillow. By the way, Adrian, how much does it cost to get the app?
It's all free.
How much does it cost to upload it to Zillow?
It's free.
What kind of subscription do you need to Zillow? Free.
One more thing, and I don't know if they're gonna, flag us for this, but what I like to do is on the Zillow listings, under the things I love about this home, I like to put, for best information on this particular home, contact the listing agent at, and then I put our phone number and all of our contact information under things I love about this home. So just another little Zillow hack, because they don't necessarily always go right to you, or it's confusing on who is the listing agents.
So I'm trying to pull it up here because I wanted to show them. But basically what I do is I send an email to the client, and it looks like this. I'm from Missouri, the Show Me State. There we go. So I sent them an email, and I'm having the VAs do it now. Adrian, tell me when you can give me a thumbs up when you can see the screen.
We can see it.
Okay, dear homeowner, we recently did a Facebook Live virtual open house. Here's the link. We also updated the Zillow listing with the 3D tour. Here's the link. Let us know if you have any questions. And so that's what we have that we send to them afterwards, because you don't want them hunting around for it. Just send it to them so that they can click on those links. And then obviously they're going to be watching you. They're going to be watching you and see what you did at their home. So make sure you're knowledgeable about the home and respectful. One of the things that we do with the occupied homes is that we make absolutely sure that we have our masks on and that we have gloves on. And then we ask the homeowners to make sure and turn on all the lights. And actually, you know what, I'm going to screen share here how we messed up on this one. So even after doing like 50 of these, Adrian, can you see it yet, Adrian?
Yep, that was the one where my screen lock was on, and I didn't realize that. And then someone commented, they said you're sideways. So even after doing lots of these tours, some glitches and snafus happen. And we're about 30 minutes into this training. Does anyone have any burning questions that they want us to go over? And we still have a lot more to cover, but if there's anything that you want us to address.
Not really a lot more to cover. It's just the fact is, whether you, Adrian, did we go through some intense training to start doing this?
No, we just kept making all sorts of mistakes.
Zero training. Here's what I will tell you. Consistency will always outperform talent. I'll repeat that again. That's one you should write down. Consistency will always outperform talent, and it's better to fail forward than to not do anything at all. I guarantee.
Okay, so Lisa says, put the Matterport tour under things I love about this house. Yes, excellent tip. And I 100% agree that the Zillow 3D tour is clumsy. We're not fans of it. We're just playing their game so our listing shows up that it has 3D.
Here's what I will tell you though. Again, who cares if it looks professional or not? I mean, do your best job. But when you're a consumer, because correct me if I'm wrong, Zillow is spending way more money than even Keller Williams at adopting mind share of buyers. So you've gotta play the game with them. So when you
wait, but one thing though about Keller Williams is it's my listings, my leads. So when you enter your listing through the KWLS, it streams in there that way. So you always want to make sure that you're entering it through KWLS to make sure that you're the leads come back to you as well. There was another question about show us the multiple stream app from
Oh,
Kat.
yeah. Okay. Hold on real quick. I just want to show you guys something real quick. It doesn't matter if your 3D Zillow thing is clumsy and goofy and whatever. It's better to do it than not. And I'm telling you right now, nobody's doing it. So Adrian, can you see my screen?
Yes, it's up.
Okay. When you go into Zillow and go into the map feature and you're looking at homes in the area, notice right here, it says, I don't know if you guys can see that, it says 3D home.
You need to make it bigger. We can't see it.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'm going to put the power of old man on this. Here we go. Old man zoom. Here we go. Is that better? I can go bigger.
A little bigger would be good.
A little bigger? I think
Yeah.
it's delayed and catching up.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I see the little tiny link that says 3D home.
Oops, I was trying to scroll down. I go back to minus. But here's the bottom line. Most likely, all the 3D homes in our area, guess who did them? Adrian and Attilio, all our listings now. So you got like, I don't know, 20, 30 listings in here. All of our listings now have 3D home on it, and I guarantee you the other agents aren't doing it. So you might want to get out there and get that 3D home, because this is the map and it's standing out. And what are you telling that homeowner? I'm doubling, tripling down on the marketing of your home during this pandemic. And then you walk through the home, do the you hit the upload, it's uploading while you're driving. You got to make sure and publish it, Toll. And by the way, Adrian, how much training did you and I get? Who trained us on the 3D home? With Zillow?
No one. Our Zillow
Oh.
rep just scolded us and told us we should be doing it.
Yeah.
Sam Schaus wants us to talk a little bit more about the KWLS. So what you guys want to do is you've got to put your listing into KWLS and go live through KWLS before you go through the MLS. And that way you make sure that it IDXs through KWLS and you get to take advantage of the, my listings, my leads, which is part of, KW. So you have them both up, go live with KWLS and then go live with your MLS listing.
And the reason why we're the only brokerage on the planet, I could be wrong, that has that arrangement is because Gary Keller took the 180,000 agents with all our million cajillion listings and said, nope, for my agents, if they input it through KWLS first, I want their faces and phone numbers appearing next to their listings in Zillow. So that's a way to countermeasure for the premier agents. Even though we're one of them, you can counter, it's your listings, your leads. And that is a unique arrangement that I don't think any other brokerage has. The other second thing that I want to talk about exclusives to KW is KW Command on the back end. We have a professional consultant that we spend $2,000 a month on, and we have him posting and helping us post ads through KW Command on Facebook. The cost per ad, he's never ever, as a professional, been able to get it that down low. In fact,
I think his lowest that he was able to get was like maybe $2 or $3 per lead. And these aren't like people that are coming in that are like fake people. Like these are real people that we're able to open up contracts with. So he's been able to get it down to $1 per lead.
And Dan shared with me a story. Somebody spent $30 and got a big, huge listing for like $1.83 for that one lead. And again,
wow.
This is all through KW Command. It's a free app that everyone gets if you're part of KW. And then what they've done is what they did was they got a room full of about 50 really super techie, nerdy millennials and said, how do we make KW Command API into Facebook and reduce our costs, because it understands all the different things that you got to check. I want to screen share with you StreamYard. So again, we've gone through 60 iterations plus of doing a virtual open house. Every time we do one, we're improving it. Every time we do one, we're getting new equipment. Next time we do this, we're going to have dual wireless mics, so our audio is much clearer no matter if we're in front of the camera or not. And those things are like $150 for wireless mics. But I want to show you StreamYard, because again, here are the two, everybody's on Facebook and everybody's on Google, but who owns YouTube? Google. So a lot of the search logarithms, if you're searching like, how do I fix my dryer or who's a good agent, you don't be surprised if not only whatever Zillow is popping up, but a YouTube video is popping up. So if you want to have a bigger digital footprint and do it and not have to double up your efforts, but do it all at the same time, get a free, oh, by the way, if you get a free Zoom thing, every two weeks, I have a family Zoom, and I have my nieces from Omaha, Nebraska, my kids over, my adult kids in Tempe, Arizona, my dad in Wahiawa, my dad in Kaneohe, my sister in Kaneohe, my sister in Wahiawa. I got relatives from all over the place. We do a family Zoom. So there's benefits to getting your Zoom, you know, getting your Zoom techniques up, because you can create connection with family that's all across the nation and do Zoom things. One heads up though, on the free Zoom account, you only have 40 minutes, but it does give you a countdown. But it's great keeping your relatives concise, especially if you got a talker in your family. You're like, they're seeing the countdown.
Okay,
Okay,
so Attilio, speaking of concise, we're at 11:42. So I'm keeping you on track here.
Oh, she got the big hook.
Yeah, so let's talk about StreamYard and get on to like what our checklists are.
Well, I want to show, is this, hopefully this audio is not playing. Okay, wait. So
Yep,
this is
it is.
StreamYard real quick. Can you see it?
Yes.
Adrian just got out of the shower. That's why her hair is all wet. And then I have an excessive amount of gel on my hair because I haven't got my hair cut in a while. But anyway, what it does is when you use StreamYard, am I saying it right?
StreamYard.
By the
Yes.
way, there's a bunch of different ones. There, you don't have to use StreamYard, but we'll send you a link so that we can get some benefits for it. You can put your logo in the top right corner. We can have CG at the bottom for our names, and then it's got this scrolling banner. So I'll hit play. Buddy today. Is the audio coming through? I don't want the audio to come through.
Ocean Point.
No
The
audio?
audio is coming through.
The audio's okay, never mind. But anyway, so you're able to do screen shares and all of that. What's cool is that somebody could be in the office, somebody could be in the field, and it's super user friendly. You look like you're on CNN or something like that. So anyway, that's the next ninja level for that. More questions?
I just shared in the chat room the link to it. So basically, it's a like you can get credit from sharing referrals. So we've really been enjoying using it, and we're trying to think of different ways to continue to use it even as things open up, right? So you can stream with it on, like, one person can be in the field, like out at the physical house, and then you can be there at the computer and kind of mother henning your agent or your partner, or telling them where to go, and just make it a little bit more professionally produced live. So it streams onto LinkedIn, Facebook, your Facebook business page, your personal page, YouTube.
The more money you spend, the more live streams
Yeah.
you can go to.
And they do give you a 2-week free trial, so you can kind of test it out and see if you're going to like it. But we like it because you do the one live stream and it just pushes it out to all of them. Yeah. I do know that they're trying to work on a way to get Instagram on there as well. But I think for real estate, the best two is the Facebook Live with the business page, as well as the YouTube.
Lisa's asking, are you streaming on Facebook or StreamYard? StreamYard is the tool that we use to stream live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So the answer to your question is yes and yes. So we use StreamYard, again, I'll repeat that, to allow us to stream to multiple sites at the same time, so we don't have to go back and do it all over again or repost it. And you can actually, comments come in and you can actually post them in the actual live stream. Let me see if I can catch one. Are you still seeing my screen?
We're actually streaming right now, Attilio, on StreamYard.
You guys
we're streaming now.
We're streaming right now. You guys are like, what? Yes, you're streaming right now. Let's see if I can post a live comment. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just clicking through it real quick, but you can control it on the back end. You can fill the screen. The one thing we like doing is just shooting videos. Oh, there's one. So we advertised it, and we actually sold this. We sold the house once already, and then the existing buyer is having us sell it again. So this was the original owner, totally on her own, posted this. And this organic comment, we were able to, you click a button and then you can show it, and it puts all this little CG on there, all automatic. I didn't have to do any of that. and stuff like that. So anyway, and then if you get some crazy nut job on there with a really bad comment, don't click the button that says show. You just delete it and block them.
Okay,
But any more
Attilio,
questions?
we're at 11:46. So
Yep.
I think we gotta just start wrapping things up with questions and
You know what? No more questions because we've already gone through all the questions. We've probably blown your brains up with so much information. You're probably like done with questions right now. We're available. If you guys have a question, just send us a question to info@teamlally.com. What's that email again, Adrian?
info@teamlally.com. We also would be happy to send out our checklist to you guys as far as what we do for every single one of our virtual open houses.
Yeah. So Archie's got some audio issues, but Sam, can you hear us? Okay, Sam can hear us, but Archie or McClug cannot hear us. But yep, the session is wrapping up. We thank you guys so much for your time and efforts. We hope that this was helpful. But here's the one thing, folks, and remember this. None of this information is going to help you one darn bit if you don't execute it. So I would challenge you, do it later on today. You get out of the traditional box of doing these things on the weekends. We're finding that in the evenings when people are more likely to be on social media, that you actually get better engagement. So this allows you to do this from the air-conditioned comfort of your own home and just screen share the pictures, video, things in the community, anything you want to talk about the virtual open. What else, Adrian?
I would say please tag me if you guys are going to go, if you go live or in the comments, and I'm happy to support and you know, give you some social media rah from all the way here from Oahu. So would love to see what you come up with on your virtual open houses and to support you guys. So
we'll be commenting like, oh, love your hairstyle this evening. You're looking very svelte this morning. Oh, where'd you get that outfit? Where can I get that? You know, stuff like that. Anyway, just to create more engagement, we won't ask you questions like, oh, by the way, where's the square footage of that room? And what is the cubic volume of that bedroom? I'm wondering, we're not going to ask you kind of hard questions. We'll give you softball stuff and compliment you.
Yes, only compliments.
Only compliments, so. Yeah. And anyway, and say, you know what, you are such a sharp agent. If I were listing a home, I think I should list my home with you. We'll say stuff like that. But anyway, let's get out there and support each other.
I have one more tip for you guys, because I'm the one that does it when we're out in the field. So when you're going live, you want to make sure I always leave out like an important piece of information, like the price. And I just make it real catchy as far as what that lead-in is going to be. So for example, we just did one in Kaneohe. It said multi-generational, multi-family, lots of opportunity, 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bath. And then you want to, instead of saying in Kaneohe or in wherever you're at, you want to tag the location. So you can check in. You want to check into Kaneohe, because what's going to happen is Facebook is going to say, oh, they're in Kaneohe. I'm going to alert the neighbors, that people that are around, this Facebook Live is happening. So make sure that you hit that location finder. So don't type in the location. You want to check into that location. And then what I tell all the viewers is, hey, once we complete the Facebook Live, I'll be posting in the comments a direct link for the home that has all the stats, additional photos, any other questions that maybe we didn't answer during the Facebook Live. So I always use the link that's from our website, because again, I want people to be coming back to our site to re-engage and to get their questions answered.
Yeah,
so that's my little hack.
Yeah, when we do these screen shares, I'm taking them to our website. I'm showing them where to get this video I'm about to show them, and I'm walking them right through our website, right down the center lane. The last thing I want to give you is in the beginning when you start, I'm going to see if I can show you guys an example. You guys ever get on Facebook and you're seeing the first couple seconds, and so human nature, we learned this from caveman and cave lady days, is that we recognize movement because it could be a tiger coming to eat us. So it's pre-programmed in your central cortex of your brain to recognize movement. So when I joke around, whenever I start the videos, I'm all like, hey, this thing on or what? Hey, this thing working? I cannot tell if this thing is working or not. And I do that every single time, so that the first couple of seconds, they're like, what is this nut job doing? He's either mental or something, but maybe got something interesting to say. And then they come in and then they watch the video. So in the beginning, don't be all like, hello, my name is Joe. News at, you know, don't be all uptight about it because people don't click on those because you just look like a boring realtor. So I'll be like, oh, I wonder if they can see me in this thing, you know. So act like the, you know, the uncle that doesn't know how to use technology.
Or
That's
even
what we
have some kind of a fun prop, you know,
Yeah.
something
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like
props.
attention grabbing. Yeah, have a prop. Show them
By the
about the
way,
prop.
so we say one special word, and if you get the secret word and collect them all up and send us a direct message, we give you a gift card. Now you're thinking, oh, Attilio, you guys big mega agents, you can afford gift cards. We do this every weekend for the last 6 weekends. How many people have sent us a direct message with the secret words?
Okay, we've had one that has sent us all 5, and then I've had a couple of like relatives that have, you know, like just because
And
they're
we give
watching.
gift cards.
Yeah.
By the way, I got, see right here, free French fries. So $5, and then we got, you know, but we give you know what, we give them the $25 one too, but everybody's a winner.
So it's
That's
good
it.
to have like a call to action, I think is what, you know, what we're leading into. And feel free to rip that off. It's been fun to
Yeah.
do that. And then
And
you
number
to
one
write a
thing
little
is-
personal note to the ones that do and make that extra connection and thank them.
And make sure and have fun with this because if you guys know, we've been doing a radio show for 7 years. We got TV commercials. Our consultants always give us this one piece of advice. What is it, Adrian?
Don't be boring.
Don't be boring.
Have
fun
fun.
with it.
Have fun
We've
with
come on
it.
as
Don't,
pineapple avatars, and we did the pineapple tour. We were eggplants. I mean, we literally just have fun with it. And that's what I would tell you to do it. If people are too uptight and they don't want a business with you, then maybe you don't want them as a client anyway because they're going to blow you up some other way. But that's what we do. And we're getting a lot of engagements, getting a lot of lead gen, getting a lot of managing evidence with the clients, and we're having a good time doing it. So that's it.
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's virtual open houses this weekend.
And tagging Adrian in it so she can check on you
I want to support you guys.
and say, wow.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Thank
We
you.
really
Thank you guys for
appreciate you.
attending.
And,
Aloha. Thank you
Aloha,
very
we'll see
much.
you again soon. Yes, thank
Thank you.
you. Thank
okay.
you guys.
Oh, she looks like she was in the witness protection program. It's all dark over there. That's okay. Aloha. Thank you guys. Be safe and aloha.